Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's WaveCrash Tournament 2022 match between Gobbitybobbity and Zhor2000. It is game 2 of their match, and Gobbity is up 1. Today on commentary, we have Crane and Jewist. So I will leave it to those two to have all the fun today. Take it away.
Hello. So right away we have the most interesting part of the run, the 5-minute cutscene, unskippable. So
I like
make
my
sure to-
lore.
If you need to get any bathroom breaks, any water, make sure the water's ready.
Oh yeah, I can chug my entire water bottle in this time.
I always make sure to go get my water in this time, as do many runners.
I should have enough water to last me to stream. I'll have to refill between the races because we're expecting 2 back-to-back races, right?
Gobbledy is up 1-0, so if Zor wins the first
Potentially. For the content, we want 2 back-to-back races.
Yeah, Gob was trying to cheat there with the incorrect file name, but luckily he saved it.
I do like having spaces at the end. That's a solid decision.
Have we cleared that? Is that allowed? I don't know.
I don't see why it wouldn't be allowed. Of all the things to not allow, having extra spaces at the end of your name, I think, is one of the more benign decisions.
He actually should have put the smiley face at the end. He should have put a space and then the smiley
Oh,
face.
that would have been good. Mimi, would you say that's allowed? I think that would be allowed.
Yeah, it would all be fine. Like, it would definitely all be fine. So yeah, make sure to really take in all this lore. I know that everybody here can speak Japanese and can read Japanese. So
I think it's talking about a wicked sweet party followed by a nap.
I think that's Godan by the looks of the hands and the face there. Like, that's Godan.
Okay, so this is top G.
Yeah, so I think that Godan wants the Triforce. I think that's just how it is.
Is it the Triforce, or because it's like what would be the singular of the Triforce? Tri-piece?
Yeah, it might just be one of them. No, because they're all, aren't they like the Triforce of Courage, the Triforce of Power, the Triforce of Wisdom? But
Triumph Fork, that's a good way. I like Mimi's idea. It's a Triumph Fork.
when they all put together, they're just the Triforce. Like,
Yep.
I don't know.
No horses in this game, so horses are all dead.
There's also not open fields like this, so.
Not with collision. Link is leaving behind the wicked sweet party. Kind of sucks for him. So Jay, what sort of variations do you think we might see in our any percent routes? Or should we just expect the exact same route from both runners?
We should expect the exact same route from both runners.
Shaking my head.
I don't think anybody in this. Oh wait, actually, never mind. I think that Zor actually does Great Fish Swim, Great Fish Cuts and Skip, not Great Fish Swim. So
Okay.
Zor will be doing. It's slightly slower in this route, just because.
Zor does not do Great Fish Cutscene Swim.
Oh, okay, good. Then it should be more even. Then yeah, they do the same exact route.
I forgot that since this isn't rando, I guess the runners are allowed to watch the restream.
Hey, when I played Rando, I always watched a restream.
Jay, you can't say crap like that.
Only when it was the spoiler log. I was like one of the few who actually liked to watch it.
Oh, the spoiler. Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, Jay, no.
No, I would have conveniently had much better RNG if I watched the restream. Probably just like skipped a couple locations, got lucky, you know.
I promise you, it's just pathing. If you understood how the seeds work, it's so easy.
Yeah.
Backups are good to know, Zor. Oh, look at that. Perfectly in sync as all things should be. Never mind, I think Zor's like a couple frames ahead.
Fun fact, she's yelling Big Brother here. And the fun fact of the day is that in the PAL version, I believe, or no, in the English version, she yells your name. It's one of the two.
I'm going to go with probably... Could it not be both? Because I thought PAL and NA were basically the same version.
Well, it's one of like few differences.
Ooh.
Yeah, make sure to get your bets in on who's gonna win the race.
I gotta navigate to that. Give me a moment.
So right away we're side hopping off the tower, and where most runs they start with the manual super swim, but we do not do that here. This is no manual super swim.
Manual normal swim to grandma's.
Zor missing the ladder, and it looks like Gobbity's gonna take the early lead here.
It's going to be a lot of these little things that slowly add up. That's really going to change how this goes.
Yeah, no, there's not too much really early on that you can really like lose a lot of time on. Like, the only things to look out for really are like if somebody has a bad grip on their controller when they're crossing the bridge and they try to readjust as they need to jump and they just fall down. I've seen that before.
I mean, FF1 can get pretty brutal.
If you get caught by a moblin, yeah, but even like getting caught in the lights, it's only like 30 seconds. It's not too bad.
Okay.
As long as you get the red rupees.
If you don't get the red rupees, it's a bad time.
Yeah.
Or I suppose a worse time.
Yeah. God, failing the roll, bonking on the ladder.
Too fast.
A little bit more time to catch up. Oh, enough for the arrow RNG. Oh, Gob got bad arrow RNG. Zor did not get bad arrow RNG. So they're pretty much synced up now.
But what is aerial RNG? Enlighten me on that.
So sometimes she does a little wave. And that wave is RNG.
You're kidding me.
So if she waves, you lose time.
That is really dumb. I love it.
Both of them should zoom out here. Yep. Saving the 4 frames for zooming out.
Ooh.
Actually, I think it's like 1 or 2. Not even 4.
Hey, that's a 1/10 of a second. A little bit less. So we take those.
they're like right in sync right now.
I think Gob still has like a half a second advantage.
Yeah, it's still a little bit, but make sure neither of them bonk on the tree here. The tree is very dangerous. Okay, that text box was like the same time. Now they're really right in sync.
But will Orca be kind or will Orca be bad?
Okay, so now we're just gonna fight Orca, do the tutorial with the sword, do a couple quicker combos because it's faster. Gob saving the 1 frame with that cog down through his pass, doing the second combo a little differently than first. Oh, looks like Zhor got a bad hit. So he got hit by Orca. Orca doesn't like it when you hit him with the wrong move, so he hits you back.
What an abusive old man.
Yeah, they're both gonna go for a quick parry, which is a 2 frame window. But it looks like they both were early, so we'll just get the back-to-back. Am I quiet?
Oh yeah,
closer.
eat that mic. That's what we like. Okay, that is the ASMR stuff that this community needs. Okay, Gob has cemented an advantage. Will be interesting to see if he can keep that advantage.
Ooh, Gob going behind the sign. Don't see that much from runners, but make sure he doesn't want to read it.
Is it slower or is it just riskier because you might roll off if you like really mess up your angle?
No, I don't know. I think it's slower just because the routing is different.
Oh.
Like, I don't think you actually read that sign if you go by it. So hopefully, ooh, Gob with a bonk. But hopefully both of them will remember to get the red rupee here inside the log. And they side hop into the cutscene with the Coblin to make sure that the Coblin follows them out there. Gob only gained 2 rupees from the grass. Let's see if Zhor can get a couple more.
Oh.
5
Oh, but
rupees.
he lost a bit of time there to make sure he got the other 4.
Yeah. But Gob did not have the key in this fight, so... Oh, the Coblin's really getting away from him. Oh no, Zhor also knocked him on his butt. Oh no, he's gonna do it again.
It's okay, he's making sure to farm the grass. That's
There we
good.
go. Zhor up to 31 rupees.
That's a solid amount of rupees. How many do we need overall for this route?
80. The only thing we need to buy is the sale.
Hmm. Big money. That's what we like to hear. I'm so glad we can watch these cutscenes that we can totally understand. Yep. I think the worst part about any percent, or really no MSS in general, is that you don't get no pirates for the aerial getting taken away cutscene.
That is true.
The biggest shame.
It is kind of funny to see Arrow fly away.
Ariel will be fine. She's a strong, independent woman.
She's got to be like 7 in this game.
She'll be fine. She clearly got all the brains because it's not like she's the one that just tried to jump a good couple 100 feet to a bird. You know, that would be really fun, is to... I wonder if you can actually teleport yourself back using, like, cheats right before you parry a chew and launch Link forward.
This speedrun will probably take around an hour and a half. Fun fact, this cutscene here, like this dialogue, if you're not playing on Japanese and you're playing on English, and you're like comparing the two, if you start this cutscene at the same time, the Japanese version will go into Grandma's house, get the shield, come back out before you're even done talking, to put it into perspective of how much time Japanese saves.
That's a long cutscene. Still wondering where in the world she hid that while you were climbing the ladder.
So now they're gonna go on the pirate ship, go for a journey to the Forsaken Fortress.
But first we gotta play a game with our favorite boy, Nico. You know, when you think about it, Nico kind of has a larger portion of the ship to himself than anyone else. Because he basically has the entire basement.
Yeah, he really does have just the whole basement, huh? That's crazy. At least for now, there's like nothing in them, so it's not even worried about like stuff collapsing on him in there while the bullets are rocking back and forth.
He really has a sweet gig. But we'll see. I don't think any of the runners will fall down during this first part. But never put it past Wind Waker.
So now Nico's showing us how to do the ropes. Like swing from rope to rope and try not to fall down. Sounds easy. Doing it fast can be scary if you mess something up. But it looks like Gob made it without falling down.
I think it's what, the second rope where if you double tap too early, you miss it.
Yeah, it can, but you can also make it if you double tap it too early. You just have to ledge grab.
Hmm. And now the bag that's worthless except for any percent and not any percent, hundo. And
Whoa, don't
glitchless.
forget about bug limit. Whoa.
Does bug limit use it?
It's hard required. You need the spoils bag to get the joy pendants for Miss Marie in order to get the cabana bead.
Does bug limit not allow... Oh, that's what you guys call storage in SD. That's right.
What?
I forgot that the naming schemes are different across the two games.
I mean, you need it in both games.
True. If just to open a single door. Let's see some cool facts about Forsaken Fortress 1. From my recollection, this outer part, it's all on its own stage. So there is no way to get here except for either this cutscene, this transition on the pirate ship, or getting caught by a moblin after you break out of the sequence of the game.
Specifically a moblin with a lantern, while you don't have a sword.
I'm not sure if that also applies to the inside part. I think FF1's inside is actually the same as regular FF2 and 3.
Yeah, it probably is. That would make sense because the chests should stay the same. Otherwise, it would mess things up. You'd be able to get two heart containers.
I wouldn't mind that in some of the times playing this game. More hearts would be great.
But fun fact, throughout all that cutscene, the lights you could see were going back and forth. And that actually is like real because all the cutscenes just happen with different camera angles. The actors are still there, like they're just uncontrollable. But in order to make a certain fast light cycle, you have to make sure to mash through all the text fast. I think Gob can still get it. I don't think Zhor can get it because he had a little trouble getting on the ladder initially. Oh, this isn't looking good for Gob. Yeah, that's not good. So that's probably losing like a minute because he got caught before even getting the red rupees.
Is the cycle harder to hit on English because of the text then?
I don't know what kind of cycle you'd have on English. You'd be multiple cycles behind, to put it into perspective. The lights would have gone many more times.
Zhor not getting caught and getting both of the red rupees, so he's in a much better position money-wise and timing-wise.
Yep, so now Zhor's gonna go for window jump. Oh, okay. It looks like it was a little bit farther to the left than I normally like it, but looks like it worked out.
Hey, if you land, it's good enough.
Let's see what Gob decides to do here. He's gonna jump down, it looks like, and get the rupees.
Is that why it is a minute slower? Is because you're basically redoing the first part again?
Yeah, it's because you have to come all the way back down here. Now Gob can go up and do window jump and do the same thing that Zhor just did.
Deja vu. And so we only need to turn off this light because it's the only light that's actually blocking the way to Ariel's location, or that upper location, I should say.
Yeah, the other two just like go into the water, and then the bottom one, like the courtyard. So we don't need those.
And then by far my favorite mechanic, which is that if you put the barrel on top of your head, it just kind of makes you invisible for a little bit. Because why not? Invisible to the moblins, to be more precise. Obviously, we still see Link.
Yeah, so you notice how Zhor just went past them. No problems at all.
Gob. Oh, Gob.
Yeah, that was weird because he was like around the corner and he couldn't even get to him, but Gob's gonna be losing a bit of time here on FF1. TV goes for the pot. Yep. The green rupee though. That pot can drop a blue or even a yellow.
At least we get to see our favorite dungeon.
One of the two dungeons, if you even want to classify the other one as a dungeon, that you see in this game. You see Forsaken Fortress and you see Ganon's Tower.
Unfortunately, we see, well, I should say fortunately, because this isn't any percent, we see no bosses, which is a fantastic time save. We do get a cameo by the Helmarok King. No bonk for Gob this time. Feels good.
Only one more moblin to avoid.
And this is the one that can see you from miles away. I hate it.
Looks like Gob should be good here. It was a little slow just because he took so long to start moving again, but as long as Gob doesn't drop during the sidles, we are home free here.
He almost fell off before that sidle.
Yeah, that would have been fine though, because just a little grab there. Who's winning? Zhor is winning by roughly just over 2 minutes right now. Due to some unfortunate happenings on Gob's part. These really, most races should be within a minute up to Wind Waker, but not if you get caught by the FF1 moblins, then...
Moblins plus the bad lights.
Yeah, that too, with his dry roll.
Dry rolls, bane of existence, and another bonk. Cracking under the pressure.
Yeah, so I think it's 2 minutes and 17 seconds is the difference right now.
Now they're both in the same cutscene sequence.
Well, I guess that does mean that they're tied then if they're both in the same cutscene.
That's fair. It's also depressing that there's a cutscene that's over 2 minutes.
Wait until you hear about the Ganondorf cutscene.
But wait, there's more. I suppose this cutscene does involve Ganondorf, so it's any Ganondorf cutscene is stupid long.
Yeah, so does the intro, so I guess that counts as well.
Ganondorf is slow.
So does the other Ganondorf cutscene, the EMS cutscene.
Ganondorf is a bane to the existence of the cutscenes.
Zhor getting 9 rupees from the grass, getting to skip both of these pots. Normally I wouldn't even go for the pots or the grass at that rupee count, but I guess he just gets to skip both of the pots then. Gets to grab a sail and be on out of here.
Flower power. We're almost to the really fun part of this, which is also the photosensitive part of this.
The part where you sail?
The part where you sail.
Yep. I knew it.
I love sailing with the original vanilla sail that has no quality of life improvements. Nothing makes me more excited to wake up than to think about using this sail.
Well, Crane, the reason they couldn't add a faster sail was because it would be too heavy. It would be too much on the game's memory for it to load like that many islands at once, you know?
Yes, I do know.
So that's why they can't have a faster sail.
And that's why we'll instead swim at speeds faster than any sail could ever achieve across this ocean.
Well, don't worry about that. I'm just quoting Nintendo and what they said.
True. If you sail too fast, you might start to have fun. True. We can't have any fun in our story-based game.
See, the nicest thing about this is that if you need to go to the bathroom or something in the casual game, you can just set your sail to go somewhere, go to the bathroom, come back, and you'll still be sailing. Unless you get hit by like a random Octorok or something, you're good to go.
Fire Mountain on the east side?
Gob only getting 2 rupees, not having the same luck that Zhor did.
So do you not go for the pot underneath the little ramp there just because of Anton, or?
Just because it's a slower pot to get.
Okay. Overall, not too bad on the rupees, though.
That is the next pot that you would get, though, if you needed it. It's a guaranteed 5. So Zhor finished sailing before Gob even got the sail. But now, once you get the Wind Waker, that's when big time losses can come in. Because we actually do things that aren't just play the game normally.
Yeah, now the skill expression extends beyond rolling. Because let's be honest, super swims and storage, that's a skill.
So what's gonna happen here is Zhor's gonna do a Wind Waker dive and get storage. He's gonna go store the King of Red Lion's text. Then he's gonna get storage again. Which let's store a property.
And the reason we like the King of Red Lions for stuff like this is he's always loaded in. So his text box doesn't have any special properties where we have to make sure that the NPC is like visible and all that. We can just assume that it's going to work.
Yeah, we actually hate him for that reason because his text will always advance if we fail storage. But yes.
It is a blessing
It's
and
true.
a curse. With great power comes great pain.
Okay, so you'll notice Zhor has storage now. And now he cleared the text, which gives him storage again. So he went into camera
If you're
lock,
photosensitive,
storage.
look away for the rest of the run.
Yeah.
Sorry. This is not a good photosensitive stream.
At least until we get to Forsaken Fortress 2 in about 15 minutes. So now, remember, Zhor still has storage. So he's going to go here. And he'll be like, oh, why is he on this random island shaped like a crescent?
Is
Well-
this perhaps called Crescent Island, by the way?
It's Crescent Moon Island.
Gosh dang it.
It's because it has this chest right here that we can open and the world goes dark. It's nighttime. You just see his eyes.
Shaking.
So now he's stored the cutscene of opening the chest. So now he has what we call chest storage, which gives us a very limited hitbox. Where, because normally Link's gonna reach into the chest to grab an item in that little cutscene, so it reduces his hitbox to like nothing.
And the screen goes black because it is well, we call them brown chests. Or
It's not a brown chest.
it's not a brown chest. It's a dark chest. Anyway, the chest type it is will just do a fade out. And so when the chest unloads, that's when the light comes back.
Wait, does Rando call them brown chests? Because I think
We got rid of the cutscene chests for brown chests. That's where I got confused.
oh,
Because the cutscene chests can be duplicated by chest storage.
yes.
We have recolored them. Oh, so we can climb a ship. There's a really cool variation where the ship is invisible. We call it the invisible ship.
So you know, Gab is doing the exact same thing. This is one of the things that normally the beginner route does a little differently, so you don't have to do a super swim in the dark.
Oh, find the platform, God.
He'll be fine.
Okay. It can be pretty nerve-wracking to try to get an air refill off that.
It is very bad to drown here, because if you'll notice that we did not load anything in a new area since being Forsaken Fortress 1, and that is the only reason why the pirate ship is there, because it puts us on layer 0.
And so, Jay, correct me if I'm wrong, the reason we're able to get bombs from this pirate ship is because we have the Gossip Stone, correct?
Yeah, it's because we got the Gossip Stone text at Forsaken Fortress 1. Like right away after you get to Forsaken Fortress 1, you'll notice that they rolled into a cutscene. It's that specific text that advances the pirate ship's interior.
Because it is also possible to skip that cutscene.
Yeah, and it's even allowed in glitchless, but it just would soft lock you later on.
There is a price. So we can see now the runners are about a Nico's game worth of time. Which is still pretty close.
Yeah, so now they're going to be able to... They're going to go to Forest Haven and get the leaf. You'll notice that we're actually at Windfall because that's where the pirate ship's supposed to be. So you save warp from the pirate ship, so it's like, oh, windfall.
And this rock, a lot of storage has been done off this rock.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird rock though too, because there's actually 3 different heights that you can get when you climb on the rock.
And so we can see here that he used an NPC that wasn't coral, but angled his camera in a way that the NPC was loaded and he could actually resolve the text after getting camera lock.
Yeah, so now he's in the super swim, but he also has storage again. That's because he's going to want to store a cutscene so that he doesn't soft lock. It seems like there's a lot of soft locks if you do something wrong. And that's because there absolutely are a lot of soft locks. If you do anything wrong, your game either soft locks or crashes. Oh, and Zhor, it looks like he's going to not make it.
Oh, he was just a bit under, but he shot away from the docks during his charge, which is a pretty costly thing, because your air is actually tied to your speed. And so ideally you want to get an air refill right before you launch for maximum speed.
Yeah, so now Gob is slightly back ahead. Just because that failed super swim makes him soft resets and puts him back.
I'd say you can use the mini-map of the runners to tell, like, their goal while charging, but unfortunately, if you're able to actually follow that, you already know what you're doing, so it's not really helpful. So Jay, why did Gob just sploosh? And Zhor is really not having a lot of fun with this super swim.
Yeah, gaining air refill here can be kind of gross if you're not really used to where you want to be.
I mean, of all the locations to charge, he's in, like, the most dangerous.
Yeah, because the beach is right there. He should be fine if he just step back a little bit, yeah. Uh-oh.
Those barrels are also just a pain.
Yeah, normally you want to get an air refill at like 10 seconds and then just get a little bit away.
But Gobbity still has a chance to royally lose a lot of time.
Does Zhor have enough speed here? I don't know. But
I don't know, but
he should.
No, that looks good.
Yeah, he's fine. So now Gob's gonna go for a Decatry cutscene skip. If he fails it, then he will lose probably like 2 minutes. So it's another way Zhor could catch back up right away. A lot of things in this run lose a lot of time. Oh, Gob got 0 right choose, which is normally what you want to use when doing this. So it looks like he's just gonna either not go for it or just push him out and YOLO it. Which, whenever somebody YOLOs it, it almost always ends up in a disaster. Yeah, he's just gonna YOLO it. Oh wait. Wait, does he know a setup? He might know a setup? Oh, he just kind of pushed it out, okay.
So the idea here is we're basically going to despawn the Chew, activate the cutscene, and Void at the same time.
In an ideal world.
More likely, we won't get it.
He was a little late, it looked like, on walking forward. But he was also a little early on pushing the Chew out of bounds. Not like he was watching it, but... So this will be Zhor's chance to catch up if he also does Deku Tree cutscene skip.
Which it looks like he's setting up to do. I mean, I guess not, because this is just for the hover, but...
No, they're just setting up to die. I think they want to die in this run.
We'll only die...
In the game.
1, 2... 2 times? 2 hovers?
Yeah, ideally. Unless if they really pull out the super secret strat of the short hover for Helmer Rock skip. It's a super secret strat. Yeah, so
That
Gobbitybobbity is...
Isn't the cutscene about 2 minutes? 2.5?
Yeah, something like that.
Too long. Ha 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 ha.
Zhor did get a couple right choose, so he will be able to actually attempt the correct way of doing the cutscene skill. Alright, the cutscene is over for Gobbidy, so... It looks like Gobbidy is still ahead even if Zhor gets the cutscene skip. As long as he gets the lift off here, which you'll notice that he's just going to go down to 0 health now. And gets lift off.
We fly.
Link can fly. And that's because right when you die at 0 health, you have like, I think it's 7 frames to put in an input, and Link will just do the next input before the game says, wait, he's on the ground with no health, he must die, and it initiates game over. So in that 7 frames, we inputted jump slash, and the game can't be like, oh wait, he's on the ground, he must die, because he is not on the ground. So then he continuously keeps jump slashing over and over and over. Keeps going up. And
I think it was
unfortunately,
successful. Zhor?
Yeah, unfortunately, Zhor did not have the right timing, so he did not get the cutscene skip. But he voided out before, so he'll probably try again here. Meanwhile, Gob is getting the lead. A little scary there.
Yeah, that was a close angle. See, you can also hover with the skull hammer. It looks just as hilarious.
Yeah, that's fun to mash the X, Y, or Z button a lot.
I hover a skull hammer exclusively on Z. I think you are able to mash A after you get your lift off.
No, you have to mash A for liftoff. You can't do A for in the midair.
With skull hammer?
No. I don't think you can mash B, because B's reserved for sword. That was crazy. Zhor just sidled a chew out of bounds. I don't think he even meant to, but he sidled it out of bounds. Meanwhile, Gobbidy getting double storage again. Gonna be going to the raft to get chest storage.
And yeah, this just shows how important it is to practice your swims in this part of the speed game, because although Gob has lost a lot of time in some minor parts of execution, most of it has been regained solely out of swims.
Wait, you see what happened to Zhor? He went into the potion shop and back. I'm not sure why. I missed it.
I think he failed this last chew, so he decided to just reset in order to just try for the cutscene skip again.
Oh.
Which feels like he might be just over committing to the cutscene skip, which is never a good thing.
So now if you look at Gob's screen, you'll see that we have chest storage, which means that we can make walls more of suggestions. Some walls, at least.
Any wall that is inclined towards the player. If the wall is away from the player and of the right properties, then we can climb it. Because gravity is a construct and no one cares about physics.
Gravity is a social construct made up by the government.
Ganondorf only wants you to think gravity is real so that you can't hover. Prove him wrong.
That looked good, by Zhor. Yep, we got it. It's a bit weird looking at it from the potion shop, just because that's where his last spawn point was.
I mean, it's a little convenient. You don't have to do any of the climbing. Peg storage, solid peg storage by Gobbity. That's a hard storage spot because it's just so unconventional.
And Zhor getting lift off.
And now we fly.
Now God's gonna go to the private oasis to get another chest to store, so that we can use wall hacks.
Because once again, gravity is fake. We can also see that Gob is showing us the important lesson that everything simply exists to get storage off of. Zhor is doing one of the harder parts of the leaf hover, which is you have to adjust while you're mashing against the tree in order to get to the item and line up with it. Otherwise, you have to redo the hover. It is a very well-coded game. The devs just kind of forgot some edge cases.
So now Gob's heading back to Forsaken Fortress to go save his sister, Errol. And so he's just gonna go through this wall here. Don't worry about it. And then over here, you'll notice that normally you have to like go around every place, but we're just gonna go up to the loading zone.
Walls are a suggestion.
Yeah, and once you go high enough, there's actually just no collision in general, so it just jumps through.
Well, the wall is just a figment of your imagination. That's the important thing to remember in this game. And because it's your imagination, you can clip through it, you can walk on it. It's all up to what you want to do. Now, here's a sneaky piece of lore. So, Helmer King steals Ariel. What does Ariel attract? seagulls. What does Helmarok King eat?
I don't know, Crane. What does the Helmarok King eat?
I don't know either. I'm just saying. Stealing an unlimited source of seagulls. Pretty big bird. And Zhor is having the time of his life going for this swim. Wasn't there a version of the route, or it might just be regular any percent, where you swim from this quadrant all the way over to the other quadrant, as in Forsaken Fortress?
Yeah, regular 80% does that because you get quiver earlier if you even get quiver. That's because you don't save flags early on, so it's more convenient to just save warp away. You don't have to do pig storage.
Hmm. I suppose we do actually have a boss, because this is a boss fight. So we get one boss, and it's basically hard required in every single category besides... No, it's hard required in every category I can think of.
It is hard required. I don't think...
I can't even think of mean categories that get around it.
I think that you could do like some theory low percent, I think. Because in order to skip that cutscene, you have to finish the game on animation set 1. Which isn't fun, to say the least.
Because
Yeah, you just can't.
we can't even
initiate
get around
cutscene.
bottle percent still has to get it too. Like, I can't think of any category.
Cobb almost falling there, but leafing. I've never seen someone leaf after that. So this is the other Ganondorf cutscene that I was talking about. Meanwhile, Zhor is on his way to Private Oasis.
And now we get Ganondorf cutscene number 3, since we included lore percent.
Zhor almost... What?
What?
I thought his air meter, like, went away well before he, like, drowned.
Oh no.
I was confused.
Oh no, he's going for a sail.
He didn't save
He's
after
just
getting
gonna stop
quiver,
for a
did he?
sec. I hope he did.
He might be back at, after Leaf. Yep. So he's gonna have to go get quiver again.
So it looks like he got caught on the east side of Private Oasis.
No, he overshot it and like went to the north side.
Okay, yeah. Well, Mimi, resetting there was the play because there was a chance of either getting stuck while sailing back to Windfall and soft
No,
locking.
he was only sailing back to Eastern Ferry or Eastern
Oh.
Triangle. It was only one quadrant because he just needs to get back into like the line of
Okay.
that Coral can be in. I think it's just Eastern Triangle Mini. Yeah.
But that does mean we get to see our favorite part of this game again. The swimming.
True, we were almost going to be done there, but... How far behind is Zor?
Oh.
Probably going to be 10 minutes.
Just based off his splits, yeah.
Yeah, in an ideal world, 10 minutes. So now Gob's coming up on barrier skip soon after he goes through the castle and watches a very important castle cutscene. So normally if you play the game casually, there's a bunch of like frozen enemies around the castle that it's panning around looking at. But since those enemies aren't here, it just kind of looks at the blank walls and sides of the castle.
Look, we want to soak in the area, really feel and understand what they felt and understood. And the
Now-
developers needed to fill in time.
And now Gobbity's literally just going to roll through it and not care.
Classic speedrunner.
But now there's the big barrier. And for years and years, decades even, we've been trying to figure out how to get through this barrier. But all you need to do is just place a bomb behind you, lol. Just push.
Step 1, use bomb. Step 2, yeah, it works. Just forget step 0, which is put yourself at a really precise position and angle in order to make that work.
Yeah, so the angle's pretty precise, and then you also have to have a frame-perfect bomb drop.
And if you miss it, you can blow your leaf and try again, from what I remember. But I might be wrong about that.
No, if you miss it and you drop the bomb, then you have to reset the whole thing. But Gobbity gets it.
Oh, beautiful.
I'm scared for Zor here. I think he's gonna want to go for the eerie fillet. Oh, I don't know if he's gonna make this.
Ooh, ooh.
Okay.
Oh my. If that water was any higher.
because that's the same swim that he just failed, and he would be behind even more then. If that
Yeah.
happened.
I will phrase it like this. Right now it is Gobbity's game to lose.
No, it's never over till it's over.
Well, yeah, that's
Do
why
not-
it's
Do
his
not
game to
forget
lose.
about the Morths. The Morths can do anything.
The last bit of RNG in the run. The best part of RNG in the run.
Okay, sorry. Looked like he was having trouble getting the chest and camera lock, so he just canceled his storage.
Oh. You guys found a bombless setup? I love that.
What do you mean? For
Also-
trial skip?
Yeah, for trial skip.
That's HG has the same thing.
It has the same thing, but it's absolute garbage.
I mean, it's just like a 5-frame window on the side hop. Leaf pull.
It's the angle in order to actually get deep enough into the wall is really dumb to get. So the fact that people are going for that is like,
Well, I think that
rather
it's
impressive.
just probably easier in SD than it is in HD because we have this cool thing called notches.
notches are for the weak.
Actually, no, I think you're just fine if you just go neutral. So never mind that. Yeah, it's just timing. It's not too bad. Most people prefer that over using the bomb partial edge clip.
That makes me happy. And now for our random maze. Gobbity is just really lucky. Yep.
Yeah, so Gobby has remembered the whole maze pattern, which is actually cheating, so he's gonna be disqualified for that. Yeah, just remember, you have to actually play the game like it's truly intended to be played. So now he's actually gonna kill Phantom again. Well, he's gonna at least get him for now. I'm sure he'll be back sooner or later.
What do you mean? You're sounding like you've played the game before. Why is he throwing bombs? Is he just having fun?
Because he can.
Okay. Just having
You see
fun.
the smoke, there's even smoke there in that cutscene animation.
Oh dear. Oh dear, Zhor. Oh no, Zhor.
Zhor, no! Oh no. I don't think
Going
he's
on
safety
a
saved
trip.
at all.
I really hope he safety saved after the last one.
I think we're back at post leaf. I think we're gonna have
Forest
to get
Haven?
down. Yeah,
No,
just kidding.
we're good.
We're at Thorned. He saved.
It still sucks. It just sucks
Oh,
less.
it does still suck.
And now Phantom Ganon's gone for good. You know what I want to see in RTA runs?
What is it, Crane?
I want to see the bomb push at the top of the staircase.
Isn't that like super precise?
Oh yeah, it's a bomb push, so yeah, but
Yeah.
I still want to see it.
I think you're more likely to see the out of bounds grab.
The old PG skip out of bounds thing.
Yeah.
I can be hopeful. And yeah, Zhor is just kind of getting just destroyed a little bit by the swims. They are genuinely hard. I do want to say that. Super swimming is not an easy thing to learn, and even when you do know it, it can still be a brutal thing to execute. Because all it takes is your controller, your analog stick being in a slightly different position, and the camera can get wonky, you can get your angles off, and then it's just a downhill spiral. Not gonna lie, I would love a bed with that ratio of body to bed. It's like 4 times plus your width and over 2 times your height. That sounds amazing.
I saw a meme the other day. It wasn't a meme as much as it was like just like showing different bed sizes. And I knew that there was such thing as a California king, but I didn't know that there were sizes actually bigger than that.
Oh yeah.
Like apparently there's like an Alaskan king, which is like actually massive. It would take up like my whole bedroom.
I believe it is the Wisconsin king that takes the crown for that.
Why Wisconsin? Wisconsin's not that big.
I don't know, it's just...
Because they just get drunk and they can't find their bed unless it's super big.
I guess.
Wait.
I could have sworn it was
Zord
called Wisconsin.
not have storage again?
I think, maybe.
Oh, I see.
I was getting confused with the Wyoming king, which is a smaller version of the Alaskan king.
Oh, Gob's gonna get some hearts here. Hearts in chat for Gob. I think he can actually go for Crypt Shot here still, and he still technically has enough magic to finish off the fight.
For those unfamiliar with the game, getting hearts here kind of sucks because we're still planning to hover soon. So it's kind of like a slap in the face.
Well, he also needs magic. That's the more of an issue.
Yeah, that's also the big slap in the face. So getting arrows right there really sucked. Because he has way more than he needs already. Unfortunately, he can't really go for really anything too tricky here because his magic is just so low. He's playing a big risk if he were to try to go for something like Trog Shot, Taz Shot.
Yeah, he needed to all 3 of his shots, please. Now he's out of magic.
So I'm almost worried about like Rope Climb. he does have access to restream, so it wouldn't like he couldn't just play it safe. Because I don't believe he's en route to PB right now, is he?
No, he's not.
Yeah. So playing it safe would be the best idea.
His PB finishes in like a minute, so.
Not on track. That being said, playing safe is also lame.
I don't know why he's damaging down. God thinks that he's gonna get good RNG or something like. God should know that his RNG. It's the.
Do you know who currently has the record for the most hits on the Morths?
I think it's Zelki's at 14. So 15th try, successful.
That's so painful.
There is part of the prize money for this tournament goes to whoever gets the worst Morth RNG. Right now it's at $20. It's 5% of the pool. And Gob gets first try.
No money for
Just when it
Gob.
matters the most.
That is insanely good RNG though, because that's his first try 20%. That is really good. Wait, there's a setup to just kill that Morth straight out of the pot?
Yeah, you backflip, pull bow, and neutral slash.
That's insane. I did not know about that.
Gob has 2 Morths on him. Let's see if he goes for the double safety or not.
So it looks like Zhor is going to be activating Helmarok, which means hopefully he can get it to Hyrule before Gobbity finishes. Or Gobbity can just really, really suffer here.
He'll be in the EMS cutscene, hopefully.
Nah, it's a solid hover by Gobbity.
No double safety.
Gets at least one extra heart.
So now we have 5 minutes of cutscenes for, or 4 minutes of cutscenes for Gob. Cutscene's 4 minutes long, so strap in and enjoy the ride.
Pop the popcorn. Flavor the popcorn however you feel like. I do give props to Ganondorf for his dedication to his goals, like kicking a child in the stomach. Not an easy thing from an emotional standpoint. Jay, do you want to touch the Triforce?
I don't think anybody wants to touch the Triforce because nobody's going to. See, Ganondorf reaches up for it, but like he's still so far away. Like he's so far away. And even in this cutscene, like Coral's a good like 20 feet away from it. It just looks like he's touching it. He's very far away from it still.
It's just perception.
But like, how does Ganondorf make that mistake? Like, he's actually reaching out for it, but he's still so far away. He's not even walking forward towards it.
For those that don't speak Japanese, Coral basically just said, "You suck." I think. I can't actually remember what he says in the vanilla game, but that's the vibe I remember.
He says something along the lines of, like, drown all of Hyrule and, like, destroy it for new land.
Ganondorf likes the joke.
Ganondorf's like, haha, you messed up. You done goofed. Because that's exactly what I wanted, to destroy Hyrule. I win, not you. But then Link stands up. It's like, well, first I must kill Link.
Oh, by the way, Tetra is not Zelda. Have you seen Tetra become Zelda in this run? No, you haven't. Tetra is not Zelda. Zelda just kind of spawned. Oh. Zelda will become Tetra. So Zelda is Tetra, but Tetra is not Zelda. Oh, wow. I didn't realize that you could shield out of a backflip.
Oh yeah, that's how we do grapple skip.
Well, I knew you could shield and backflip. I didn't realize that the shield was still technically, like, shielding Link's entire body during it.
Yeah, don't worry about how he does that. Gobbitybobbity,
He's-
missing the parry. Down
He
to
got
one heart.
skills.
If Ganondorf gets another one of those attacks, game over.
Which means Gobbity getting the extra morphs actually just saved him a couple minutes. Because climbing back up the tower and doing the morph hopper is absolute garbage. Nice, Zelda. Does not take away. GG. Solid job by Gobbity. A solid time. It looks like Zhor has forfeited after that, which makes sense.
It looks like they'll both be joining us for interview after shortly.
Quality quote by Zhor after forfeiting. Thank you for putting me out of my misery. It was a brutal time.
What's up?
Zhor, GG's.
Yo, GG's, man.
Hello.
Yeah, I was having a ton of fun, dude. Did you see? That was great.
Yeah, the first time I was confused because it looked like you like got the air refill, but I guess you didn't. Like the
On
first
Private
time you
Oasis?
Yeah.
No, I just hit the side of the island. Like I wasn't even close
Oh.
to land. I think it's one of the triangle islands that has the flying dudes with the propeller heads, and I
Yep.
targeted one on accident, and it like totally sent me for a loop. I didn't know where I was.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That
Yeah.
would be Eastern Triangle?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just targeted it, and then it like I think it sent me more like north, and I'm trying to go like southeast or southwest rather. So it was like just not where I wanted to be. So by the time I corrected, I just ran out of air. So it is what it is. I'm not really worried about it. Things happen. I was already like super far behind from the cutscene skip shenanigans, so it's like whatever, it's fine.
So Gobbitybobbity has to blast to the store before the store closes. But he says he wants to pass along that first try Morph is dumb and also cool choose for Deputy because he got no right choose. And Gobbitybobbity also says that FF1 is hard. He got caught not once but twice in FF1.
Well, if I'm gonna list all the things that went wrong for me too, then we're gonna be here for a while, so I'm not gonna do that.
You
Let's
could
try
just
to avoid doing that. We do have other things happening on Restream later tonight.
Yeah.
we could just sum it up with swimming.
Yeah,
'Cause the swimming was brutal.
So I did runs yesterday to kind of get ready for this, and I drowned because I was trying to go too fast, right? Like I was not getting air refills and stuff, and just like trying to send it, and I didn't learn my lesson. I needed to not do that. I did that at Forest Haven, and it cost me, and I think I just took too long at Thorn Ferry to like go like. Usually you just want to like send it after you get the first oscillation or the second one, and I was just like trying to charge up more speed, and it's like not worth it. I should have just gone. It is what it is. It happens.
I'm trying to think what else happened in this run that was unique. I don't really know. Both of you had a little bit of issues in the first Bokoblin fight in FF or in Forest of Fairies. You kept on knocking them on their butts.
Yeah, he like I don't really know the proper setup for that. I should really learn it. I know there's like a consistent way of like getting them. I mean, there's like a little bit of RNG, I think, but I keep like the dude on the right always, or no, the dude on the left always like jumps over my head, and it's really annoying. I have to like figure that out, but it happens. Spend time on it.
I don't have much more to say on the race. I think it was pretty well summed up.
Does chat have anything to say? Anything meaningful? Let me just quickly add that part in. I'm hearing a resounding no, so
I take that as my cue then. GG's Zor. Good luck in your future races. It was nice having you on Restream. Thank you, Crane and Joist for commentating this wonderful match. And thank you, chat, for being here. We don't seem to have anything else on the docket yet for the next WaveCrash tournament match, but we look forward to those on ZSR, hopefully. And if you're wanting anything Zelda related, we will have Ocarina of Time standard tournament season matches next, coming up tomorrow. So with that, we will take it, cut it there. Have a good night.
good night.
See ya.
Bye.